Hello?
Yes.
Yes, what's your name? The 830 area code?
This is Ricky Rivera.
All right, I'll put your name on here. All right, and whoever is calling in with a phone number that ends in 068, what is your name?
Michael Rodriguez.
Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have 9 o'clock. I'm going to call the criminal dockets. I'll ask for announcements from the attorneys. Anyone who's present who does not have an attorney or whose attorney does not answer for you, please let me know that you're here. Apart from that, please keep your electronic devices muted. All right, State versus Ricky Rivera. Mr. Rivera is here, I know. All right, well, you're muted, sir, but you're here. I'm going to ask you, there you are, to unmute.
Yeah, I'm here.
An attorney to represent you. You have an attorney to represent you in this case, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a, I'm asking a yes or no question. Do you have a?
No, I don't.
All right. And can you afford to hire your own attorney?
Your Honor,
no, I can't.
Your Honor, he's in TDCJ right now, and this is his first appearance.
Okay.
He's appearing, he's over the phone from TDCJ.
Okay, I'll take that as a no then. We'll ask. And who's going to get the court-appointed attorney affidavit from him, just over the phone?
Your Honor, this is Mr. Dan Rivas. I'll be standing by.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make Miss Poppy the host so she can do breakout rooms. All right, Brianna Breesley.
In custody, Karnes County.
We have Mr. Cabañas?
I'm present for Ms. Beasley.
Yes, okay. All right. Mark, you conferring. Robert Stewart May Jr.
In custody, Karnes County.
And I represent him, Your Honor. This is Kathy Sterling.
Dwayne Black.
Your Honor, I also represent Mr. Black, and he was in custody last I spoke with him, and I'm sure he's still there. He was in GEO.
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. State versus Kevin Williams.
I'm present for him, Your Honor. He's in custody at the GEO facility.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm right here.
This was supposed to be a habeas, but that's already been agreed to and signed off on. He's just waiting to get the money together to pay for the ankle monitor to get out.
Okay. Ronnie Martinez.
Yes, Your Honor.
He's in custody also. And do we have a court-appointed attorney affidavit on Mr. Martinez?
Yes, sir. It's Mr. Michael Baird, and it's reset to 322.
Jesus Jaquez Jr.
Present, Your Honor.
Your Honor, counsel is present, and so is Mr. Hodges. This is a case on trial track, so whatever dates are being given out.
I just posted those to everyone.
Okay, perfect.
Robert Reed,
Good morning, Judge Edward Adams for Robert Reed. I believe Mr. Reed is up at either probation or at the courthouse there in Karnes County. Mr. Reed?
Your Honor, he's here at the probation office.
thank you.
Thank you.
Albert Farias Jr.,
And Your Honor, that's my client. He's currently in TDC, and that is definitely a trial track case.
all right. Brianna Cox,
Judge, I instructed her to go to probation today. It was going to be a plea this morning.
Your Honor, she has not arrived at our office yet.
I'll see if I can track her down.
Got to page 3 before a no-show. Moses Maureen Jr.,
And Your Honor, that is my client. He's actually present at the courthouse. He should be.
all right, Ms. Poppy.
not-
you do
He is not here. I know he called in that he's trying to get onto Zoom and he's having some difficulties, so.
Okay, we'll recall, I guess.
All right, Ms. Poppy, if you'd make me the co-host, I'd appreciate it. Francisco
Sorry
de
about that.
Leon.
He is present, Judge, here at the district clerk's office. He's trying to get his audio to work and he's here, but we're having some difficulties on his phone.
Mr. Sean King Dawes was assigned to him late last week and reset to 322 for arraignment.
Okay, so Sean Keen Dawes / PDO 322.
Yes, sir.
Austin Minnie. Austin Minnie, no show. RC Perez Hernandez. RC Hernandez or Perez. No show. Benito Ramirez. No show. David Ramirez.
Your Honor, he is present here at our office.
And does he have an attorney or do we have a affidavit on him?
We will get one filled out, Your Honor.
Thank you. Coronado Balderas. Natasha Rosales.
Here, she is here via Zoom. This is Kathy for TRLA. I was appointed to her last week. This is the first appearance.
Do you have a lawyer?
So Judge, we normally set those to the 322 for arraignment.
Okay. I mean, if she's willing to waive arraignment, well, we don't have to have a setting just for the hell of it, but. Terry Sampson.
Good morning, Judge. Present and client is signed into Zoom as well, and we will be remaining on docket. Thank you.
Chris Solis. Okay, now remain on docket for what?
I apologize. We'll reset for that 322 setting.
Chris Solis.
Hey, your lawyer right there, that woman.
All right, Mr. Sampson, I'm going to ask you to keep your phone muted. If you need to communicate with your attorney, you can do that in a breakout room or offline. Chris Solis. No show. Kristen Todd. No show. In the add-on, Michael Rodriguez. He's present. And this is is Jeffrey Martinez here?
Sir, I talked to him yesterday, and he is not the attorney on this case, but he never filed a withdrawal. He stopped working in Karnes County. So whoever
Well-
is reassigned, if they'll do a motion to substitute, or if Mr. Martinez needs to do a withdrawal, he said he would do so.
He's the attorney of record until he's got something with a district judge's signature at the bottom of it that says he's not. So, yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, anyone else told to be here today? Your case was not called.
Yes,
And
sir.
you're-
I emailed you on a few of Kyle's.
All right, hold on. Okay, Tina Gorecki.
And she signed on, Ms. Gorecki.
Okay, what's the cause number?
So there's two cause numbers. The first one is 20-05-00025-CRK. And the other one is 20-11-00090-CRK. And Your Honor, those are both, in both those cases are we have a plea worked out for both those cases. However, Ms. Gorecki may have issues getting to the probation department. She's working on trying to get a ride there. And could we still move forward with the plea over Zoom, or will she have to show up in person?
She's going to need to be here in person. I don't want to start that. I don't foresee, I mean, if we need to do it on a different day, that's fine, but I don't foresee anything good coming from hoping folks show up at a later date to be fingerprinted.
Okay, I'll keep you updated. I'll give her a call and let you know if she's able to make it down there.
Okay. Anyone else?
Judge Wilson, on Robert Reed, probation indicated he is there. That will be a plea today. It's my understanding. The paperwork's been turned into the district clerk.
And I did send it to the coordinator's queue to be sent to you, Judge.
Okay. All right, it was another time, if you would just email that or post it to me in chat. If it's a plea, it's incredibly user unfriendly to try and do something like this through the e-file system where I have to pick it up, because you have to either zoom way up and look at the little tiny part of the document, or zoom way back where you can't read anything. And it would be a real pain in the butt to try and have the defendant verify their signatures through e-file. So if you would just post it to me in chat or email it, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, Judge.
Okay, anyone else? All right, so I have a PSI for Robert Reed.
I don't believe I've received that yet, Judge.
Judge, we did a quick PSI this morning. Eddie, I'll have Courtney send that to you as well.
Okay, thank you.
I was about to say, I mean, your email address is too legit to acquit or something?
Yes, Judge.
Too
I think
legit.
it's on.
All right, okay. All right, it just went. See, I remembered it.
Thank you.
Judge, he's the first person I met and the first call I took and the first email address I ever got from this office, and it's very rememberable.
Hello, Ms. Puppy. Ms. Puppy?
Yes, sir. Did you get to breakout room 1? Are you done or?
Yes, I'm done. You want me to send this straight to the judge? Or and a copy to you? Or do you want it on text share?
It can't go into text
for
share.
Karn's.
Judge, how do you want it? Do you want me to assign the attorney based on my will, or you want me to send you who's next up?
Send me who's next up, a list of them, and I'm going to try to pick out of people who are here.
Okay, perfect. So, Mr. Rivas, if you could send it to Judge.
I will. I don't have any notes, any place on the document, Judge, to put notes. So on the expenses, Mr. Rivera has no expenses because he's been in jail since September of 2019, and but he has 2 dependent children that are in foster care.
Okay, that's fine. Just fill out what you can.
All right, sir. I'll send it over.
Judge, I also sent over an arraignment, a waiver of arraignment on Terry Lynn Sampson to your queue.
Okay, I'll look at my queue shortly.
May I ask who is on Zoom with a phone number ending in 228? Could you announce yourself, please? What is your name?
Moses Joe Marine Jr.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. So aquí te lo.
Can we please have Miss Beasley at the jail? Ma'am, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with your attorney, okay?
And
Kyle, your connection's pretty bad. We're barely hearing you.
Alley.
Mr. Ernst, we couldn't really hear you. Okay, I think we lost him.
Okay, I just found and approved the waiver on Samson. That's for 5-3, I think.
Yes, sir.
We'll ditch the 322.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Is that better? Can y'all hear me fine?
All right, and if someone could send me another copy of the indictment on Mr. Reed, because I'm unable to read the one that I have. I can read indictment. I know it says in the name and by the authority of the state of Texas, but if I didn't know it said that, I'm not sure I could read that, and I can't read the smaller type print.
Okay, Judge, I'll email you a copy.
All right, Mr. Adams just sent me one. Let's see if that's legible. Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Did, excuse me, did Kyle go to a breakout room?
No, ma'am.
So Judge, when you have a second, I have a question, but it's not urgent. It's about one.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So on, oh goodness, I believe it's David Ramirez. He needs to be appointed an attorney. Well, let me make sure I have the name right. Yeah, David C. Ramirez.
Your Honor, we just completed the affidavit and we were going to email that over to the district clerk and to Ms. Poppy.
Okay.
So Kyle represented him on his MTR, and it seems like the case that's on the docket, there is a chance it was filed in error and should have been taken care of on the MTR that Kyle was on. So if at all possible, I wanted to mention that to see if Kyle is willing or could be appointed.
Okay, that sounds fine. Okay, and on the Reed case, the state's exhibits, when they got back to me, they're completely illegible.
That's on Robert Reed, Judge.
Yes.
Okay, let's see if I can.
I'm just gonna remove them because I can't read any of it.
Judge, it's my understanding those were hand delivered to the clerk and they've only been scanned one time, I believe. That's why they're hand delivered. I've had paperwork rejected in other courts because of somehow it turns real gray when you scan it. That's why I don't think it was scanned. I mean, I printed it out and the rest was, I think it was scanned one time. And
I
it was
think what
handed.
happens is that, yeah, sometimes when it's scanned in, there's a very light gray background around the lettering and the whatever else is typed is there. And then you're right, when you print that out and then rescan it, then it copies that light gray and darkens it up, and you wind up with something illegible, which is another good reason why we should do everything we can all electronically.
And Judge, I just sent you a copy of the paperwork, but I realized it's the unsigned copy. I don't have the signed copy.
I don't care if it's unsigned.
Okay, I sent you the plea pack.
Okay, as long as you can read I can cut and paste the documents in.
Excuse me, sorry.
Hi, Jennifer. May I get a breakout room with Ali, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank
And
you.
then at the jail, we'll need Mr. Williams as well. Mr. Williams, are you able to join that breakout room 5?
How do I do that?
If it doesn't pop up on your screen, you might have to hover at the very bottom and see breakout rooms and then go into room 5.
Okay. let me-
Jennifer, you sent it to our Karnes County here, not Geo. And Jennifer came
Oh,
on
he's
with.
in the Geo. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Uh,
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Williams, you should be set now. I'm sorry.
Okay. Ms. Nixon, the copy you sent me across chat is corrupt. You want to just email that to me? That's a Zoom problem. But 10% of the time it corrupts the PDFs when you send them over. All right, and David Ramirez is the one that had Kyle Ernst previously?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thanks.
Judge Wilson, I've also tried contacting, again, Mr. Jeffrey Martinez, because without that withdrawal, we can't reassign, correct?
No, I can, but
I've asked him to join the Zoom
I
if he
didn't get
can.
somebody assigned to him today, but he needs to file that.
Yes, sir. I've let him know that, and then I also sent him the Zoom link in case he wanted to log on.
Thank you. All right, I just posted the David Ramirez appointment to Ms. Poppy into the district clerk's office.
Thank you.
Hey, Eddie, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, do you know the Bear County Crime Lab drug testing fee off the top of your head?
I do not. I think
Okay.
For some reason, $180 comes up, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Okay, I'm gonna call him real quick.
All right.
Okay, are we ready on Reed?
Yes, Judge, defense is ready.
I'm ready, Judge. State's ready.
All right, where's Mr. Reed?
He's in probation.
Your Honor, we're getting him in our Zoom room.
Thank you. Okay, is that Mr. Reed?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Are you Robert Marshall Reed II?
Yes, sir.
Is that your true and correct name?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Reed, can you speak, read, and write the English language?
Yes, sir.
Are you a United States citizen?
Yes, sir.
All right. Despite your representation that you are a United States citizen, I need to caution you, but if that is not true, any plea of guilty by you or finding of guilt by me could result in your deportation or exclusion from this country and or a denial of naturalization benefits.
Yes, sir.
Do you still wish to enter a plea today?
Yes, I'm sorry. One more time.
Okay. Now, you've represented to me that you are a United States citizen, but I need to tell you that if that is not true, any plea of guilt by you or finding of guilt by me could result in your deportation or exclusion from this country and or a denial of naturalization benefits.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, so knowing that, do you still wish to enter a plea today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any history of mental health problems or mental illness?
No, sir.
All right, counsel, do you believe your client's competent to stand trial?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Reed, you stand charged by indictment with the third-degree felony offense of possession of a controlled substance. Specifically, it's alleged that on or about March the 9th, 2019, in Karn County, Texas, that you intentionally or knowingly possessed a controlled substance, methamphetamine, in an amount of more than 1 gram but less than 4 grams. That alleges a third-degree felony, which is punishable by confinement for not less than 2 years and not more than 10 years, and by a fine not to exceed $10,000. So do you understand what you're charged with and what the range of punishment is?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you understand, sir, that the plea bargain agreement you have worked out with the state is not binding on me? I do not have to follow it, but if I decide not to follow it, I will allow you to withdraw your plea.
Yes, sir.
And if I do follow the plea bargain agreement that you've worked out with the state and the sentence I impose is not harder on you than what you've agreed to, do you understand that you will not be able to appeal this matter?
Yes, sir.
Right. Do you further understand that if your plea bargain agreement is for deferred adjudication probation and I was to follow it, I would find that there was enough evidence to say you were guilty, but I would not do so. Instead, I would place you on deferred adjudication probation and defer or put off any finding of guilt. And if you were to successfully complete that deferred adjudication probation, the case against you would be dismissed and you would have no conviction. You might even be able to get an order of non-disclosure to keep the state from telling anyone other than law enforcement that you were even arrested in this case. On the flip side, if while you are on deferred adjudication probation, the state alleges that you have violated the rules, then you could be arrested, you could be brought back to court, and there would be a hearing on just that question. Did you break the rules? And if the answer to that turns out to be yes, then you could be found guilty and sentenced to anything that is legal for a third-degree felony, 2 to 10 years confinement and a fine up to $10,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I wanted to show you some documents that appear to have your signature.
Yes, sir.
Titled Admonitions to the Defendant for Plea to the Court. And let me ask, did you sign at paragraph 2.11?
Yes, sir.
and also at verification.
Yes, sir.
And do you swear or affirm to me that everything that appears above your name on verification is true and correct?
I do.
Did you also sign on a certification of appeal?
Yes, sir.
Agreed punishment recommendations?
Yes, sir.
Oop,
Oh,
we didn't get that one. Mr. Adams?
Yes, Judge, on the waiver of preservation of evidence, I'm sorry, I've done this over the phone with him. I thought it had been signed.
All right. Mr. Reed?
yes, sir.
Was this, did you intend not to sign this?
No, sir. I must have missed it. I'm sorry.
All right. So
I was going
your
through the paperwork
signature.
with
Do I
you.
have your permission just to type your name in there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I apologize for that. We were going through it on the phone yesterday and I must have missed it.
I missed it while I was going down through this.
Thank you.
All right. And did you also sign on the discovery compliance certificate?
Yes, sir.
Right. Did you read these documents yourself, or did Mr. Adams read them to you before you signed them?
Both.
Did you understand these documents before you signed them?
Yes, sir.
And are you satisfied with the work that your client's done, or your attorney has done for you?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, counsel, do you believe your client understands the nature of the rights he's giving up, the stipulations of evidence he's making, and the consequences of his plea bargain?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Do you also believe that you've received all the discovery you're entitled to in a timely manner?
Yes, I do.
All right, I will accept the discovery compliance certificate, and I will find that the defendant made his waivers of right and stipulations of evidence knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily. And I will approve them. And I will ask you, sir, to the allegation in the indictment, third-degree felony possession of a controlled substance. Do you plead guilty or not guilty?
No contest.
Right. And you understand that pleading no contest might be different than pleading guilty if you were to get into a civil lawsuit over what you were doing on the day in question. But that for all purposes inside this criminal case, pleading no contest is the same as pleading guilty?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone promised you anything other than your plea bargain with the state to get you to plead no contest?
No, sir.
Has anyone harmed or threatened you or anyone close to you for your plea?
No, no, sir.
Right. Has anyone promised you an early release from your sentence?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, I'll find that you made your plea voluntarily, not any compulsion in making it, and I will accept it and ask what evidence the state has.
The state offers state's attachment A, Your Honor.
No objections.
Without objection, state's exhibit A is admitted into evidence. Do both sides rest and close at guilt and innocence?
State rest and close.
Defense rest and close.
All right, I'll find there is enough evidence to substantiate the defendant's guilt. Are both sides ready for punishment?
The state's ready, Your Honor.
Defense is ready.
Okay. All right. And there has been a pre-sentence investigation prepared in this case, I see. Has the defense had a chance to review it?
Yes, Judge, we have no objections.
Okay, what is the plea bargain in this case?
A $1,500 fine and 3 years deferred adjudication, standard drug offender conditions, Your Honor.
All right, sir, did you hear what was read into the record by the state's attorney?
Yes.
Is that your plea bargain agreement with the state?
Yes, sir.
Did the state's attorney add anything or leave anything out?
No, sir, not that I know of.
Okay, do you need to hear what was read into the record again?
That's fine.
Okay, is that a yes or no?
I heard them. I read it all. I remember it. So we're good.
Okay, is that what your agreement was?
Yes, sir.
Judge Wilson, let me clarify something. There were 2 items listed on there that I marked out. One was a 180-day Texas driver's license suspension. I spoke with Ms. Nixon about that, and that was an error. I also had marked out the $25 PSI fee because I anticipated waiving the PSI fee, but probation has done that. So that $25 PSI fee that is part of the deal.
Right.
Actually, Your Honor, we're not charging a PSI fee anymore. That can stay out.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Are you employed right now, sir?
Yes, sir.
Where are you employed?
For Selena's Construction Company. I just started working there maybe about a month ago.
Okay. And where are they out of?
Pleasanton, Texas.
And are they withholding federal income tax?
As far as I know, yes, sir.
What sort of job history do you have?
I've worked in the oil field, and then I was also here recently. I was a stay-at-home father due to COVID, but other than that, I've just been oil field.
In what in particular in the oil field?
Oh, well, production side, the production, water transfer, building production pads, facilities, stuff like that, safety systems on the facilities.
Okay. And you reside with your children?
Yes.
I also see that you indicated that you have not used methamphetamine or amphetamine since 2010?
Yes, ma'am. Well, since the ordeal happened, yes, sir.
All right. Well, that would have been, what ordeal do you mean?
Whenever I got in trouble.
Okay. That would have been 2019.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So what you're, that's incorrect. Then what you're saying is you have not used since the date of the offense.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else from either side?
Nothing from the defense, Judge.
All right, sir. I will follow the plea bargain agreement in this case. I found there's enough evidence to say you're guilty, but I will not do so. Instead, I will place you on deferred adjudication probation for 3 years with all the rest of the terms and conditions of your plea bargain agreement with the state. Keep in mind what I said to you, that if you do everything you're supposed to do, the case will be dismissed, but that if the state alleges that you have violated the rules, then you could be arrested and brought back to court, and there would be a hearing on just that question. Did you violate the rules? And if the answer is yes, then your probation could be revoked and you could be found guilty and sentenced from 2 to 10 years confinement and fined up to $10,000. The other thing I want to let you know is that if the absolute only thing you're not doing correctly is that you are not paying 100% of your court costs and fees and fines and everything on time, then we're not going to bring you back and have you found guilty just because of that. We'll give you an opportunity to make larger payments towards the end of the 3 years, or if necessary, even extend you.
Yes,
So
sir.
not fail to go and report to your probation officer just because you don't want to tell them that you don't have the money. All right, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand that. Thank you.
Okay. And you understand that because I have followed the plea bargain agreement in this case, that you have waived the right to appeal and you may not appeal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. I'll find that you made your post-trial waivers knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily, and I will approve them. And I will certify to the Court of Appeals that you have waived the right to appeal and you may not appeal. I wish you good luck, sir.
Thank you. God bless you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and hit me and then stop video.
Okay.
Good morning, Judge. I'm sorry. This is Karn Detention Facility, Geo. I'm just checking to see if we're still needing Dwayne Black and Ronnie Martinez.
Okay, I have no idea. Please address that to Jennifer Poppy.
Ronnie Martinez was reset to 322. And Dwayne Black is possibly needed for TRLA. I'm not certain yet.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I just sent the Ricky Rivera financial thing to the clerk, and Ms. Poppy appointed the public defender's office. Do I have the judgment on Mr. Reed?
Ms. Nixon did go into a breakout room if you were speaking to her.
Okay, I'm speaking to whomever.
And Judge, I believe probation is going to email that over to you.
Okay.
We have not received the judgment yet from Ms. Nixon.
Okay. Not even 10 o'clock yet. It seems like we've been doing this a long time.
Jennifer, this is Dan Rivas. I got a message from Jeremy, said you're trying to get a hold of me. I'm right here.
No,
monitoring.
sir. I am
Nope.
not trying to get a hold of you. I just let them know that your email, when I send you anything, when I was replying to your affidavit, it comes back still as not working properly.
Oh, okay. I'll notify
That's
IT. Thank
all I
you.
was trying to let them know.
Okay, I'm here.
Yes, sir, we're good. Judge Wilson, I got both of those attorney appointments out to the attorneys assigned, and the only thing I'm still working is with that Mr. Jeffrey Martinez. He's telling me that he will file the removal motion to withdraw right away. That would be the only thing left we would need TRLA Dan Rivas on.
Okay.
But I don't know if the attorney's going to get it done while we're in court or not, so I wanted to let you know that.
All right, let me see. Ricky Rivera, Public Defender's Office. I don't guess any of our no-shows have wandered in. All right, David Ramirez, that's who I appointed Kyle Ernst to?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So the only other possibilities for Mr. Rivas, just so he knows also, is if one of these absent wanders in, or if we get the removal on Jeffrey Martinez quickly.
Okay, and Michael Rodriguez was given who?
That's the one Jeffrey Martinez is on. So we
But
haven't
who's
done
his new
anything.
attorney going to be?
We haven't done anything on that one.
All right, let's go ahead and I will verbally appoint the Public Defender's Office. I mean, Jeffrey Martinez still needs to follow up and do his paperwork.
Do we need to get the affidavit from Michael Rodriguez, or we already have that somewhere?
I asked the clerk's office, is there one in the file on him?
Let me double check, just a second.
Many years ago, when I was a newly minted lawyer, I worked for a firm in San Antonio, and the attorney I worked for a lot of the time specialized in legal malpractice. And we had a very sad case out of Houston where an attorney died and the new attorney showed up in court to take the case over. And he appeared in open court, and the judge noted down on the docket sheet, new counsel has appeared. And then it came up on a dismissal for want of prosecution docket, and the district clerk sent the notice to the dead attorney and not to the one who it was noted on the docket sheet had appeared in open court. And that went all the way up to the Texas Supreme Court because the case was dismissed. And by the time the attorney who was alive found out about it, it was too late to get it set aside. And he tried to appeal that, and the court said, the rules say that the attorney of record is the attorney of record until the document replacing them is signed, and that a notation in the docket sheet is not that. So you need to scratch out a check for a few $100,000 to your client, because that's legal malpractice to just have it noted in the docket sheet and not to get the actual appearance approved by the court, so that you would have been entitled to receive notice of that dismissal for warrant of prosecution. So that's why I always used to be paranoid about those.
So there is an affidavit of indigence that was filled out in 2017, which appointed Mr. Martinez. Does he need to fill out a new one, or do you just want a copy of that one too?
Actually, let me see if I can go on, and I guess I could have done that. I'm sorry. Let me go on and see if I can pull that up through your system. If I can, I'll just download a copy and edit it and send it back to you.
And Judge, we don't scan these affidavit. of
Oh,
indigence.
yes. Well, then
They'll do
scan
at
it and
tape.
send it to me. Never mind.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
And do we still have a plea possibly coming up on Tina Gorecki?
Kyle is in another court right now, sir, but what I do know is I think she was having a hard time getting to the probation office.
Okay.
And she is on.
Yes. All right. Now, let me ask you, Ms. Poppy, do you want me, all these substitutions of counsel with Sean Keendaws, do you want me to send them back to you, or are you just going to do that automatically, or send them back to you or onto the clerk?
Norma and I discussed it yesterday. If you want to send it back through the queue, once we get a signed one, then we will put the removal date and then put TRLA.
Okay, I will send these all back to you. Motion for default.
Judge, I just sent the affidavit of indigence to your email.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jennifer, may I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
The indictments, do I get those through the district clerk's office or through Ally, or how would I get the copy?
I know we don't provide it here, but I don't know if it's the district clerk or the DA. Can one of y'all please respond?
If you want, you can email me. I'll send you my email in chat. This is district clerk's office.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And Kathy, if I have it, I can send it to you, but on some of the older cases like Robert May, I don't have it scanned in.
Okay, yeah, I was just wondering for the waivers of arraignment. Obviously, like I need to go over the indictment with my client before we waive arraignment, and so that's what I was wondering about.
Could we get Mr. May at the jail, please, to speak with his attorney?
Okay, stand by a minute. Take just a little second.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Kathy, I just sent it through our discovery system.
She's in a breakout room right now.
And I have an announcement whenever the court is ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Your Honor, I was wondering on Ms. Gorecki's cases, as part of the plea deal, she also has a county court case on Monday in Karns, and they have to show up in person. So I was wondering if the court would be okay adding her Karns felony cases to the Atascosa docket as an add-on, and we could just sign on to Zoom after the docket's called and for the Atascosa docket.
I'm okay with that, but I don't know if that's my docket.
I believe it is. I think, yeah, it says Atascosa Judge.
Okay. I didn't know I had criminals 20 weeks in a row. Okay, that's great.
Okay.
Just
and
on
then,
Monday, sir.
did Mr. Moraine show up? Or sign on?
Yes,
believe-
he's here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did Mr. Marine show up?
Yes, sir.
And I'll post his date in chat. And then on the new case I was recently appointed to, Mr. Ramirez, did he get reset?
Not yet, Kyle, but it is, would be arraignment on 322 if you're gonna post that to chat.
Okay, 322 for arraignment. Okay, and then after I post those in chat, may I be excused?
Yes.
And Ms. Poppy, I'll send you an email to remind you about Ms. Gorecki with her case numbers for the Atascosa ad.
I got it, sir. I'll put it on for Monday.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. If everyone will note that you'll be receiving the Atascosa links for Monday, this is why, for this case.
Thank you, Jennifer.
You're welcome.
All right, and Mr. Rivas, you're the first person I saw on from Public Defender's Office. I just sent you a copy of the appointment on David Rodriguez, where your office is being substituted for Jeff Martinez.
Acknowledged, Your Honor.
Judge, is his name Michael Rodriguez?
Yes, there's a Michael Rodriguez at Public Defender's Office. Mr. Rodriguez, you need to wait and get in touch with them, but the Public Defender's Office has been substituted for Mr. Martinez on your case.
Your Honor, I'm being told that we just confirmed with the Karnes County Attorney's Office, and Monday's docket was canceled, and they have Ms. Gorecki's case set for April the 12th.
Okay. All right, well, why don't we set it for, and what's going to happen? The county court case is going to be taken into account?
No, she's going to plead to the county court case as well. So if we could just have her still appear and the plea on the Atascosa docket, that would be my preference. And I would maybe guess Kyle's, but I'll let him know.
All right, yeah,
The
let's
theory-
text him.
Okay.
And, well, see what he's doing, and also let him know if we have all this extra time. I don't know where the scan came from of her documents, but it's pretty rough. If we could get a better scan, if we have the time, that would be good.
And it's okay that they're unsigned again. You just need to see the.
I'd like to have everything scanned better or signed electronically. I don't know. I mean, there's big lines all through it. Have you seen it after it's been signed?
No, mine looked pretty. I mean, I e-signed it with Kyle's link and mine looked pretty. So I don't know. Let me.
Here, I just send you a copy of it.
Okay. That is not what it looked like when Kyle sent it to me. Angelica, are you there?
I'm here. I believe probation sent it.
Oh, okay. Do y'all think maybe that happened with like printing it? I don't know if they're here. Okay, let me see what I can do.
And I hadn't had Karn's docket with me in a while, but even if it's just Adobe Reader, which is the free Adobe software, you can sign things electronically rather than keep printing them and scanning them back in.
And you know what? That's how Kyle
Last
sent it to
time?
me. So let me see if I can.
And that'll actually take less time than printing it, signing it on paper and then scanning it back in.
Oh, Judge, that was the wrong one. I think I just sent you the exact same one. Hold on.
Ally, our office hadn't sent anything over on Gurecki, so we don't, all we have is the judgment, and so we haven't sent anything to the judge on that yet.
Okay, Judge, I'll ask Kyle because it looks like I can read his copy better, but it still has those lines down it. So let me check with him if his originals are like that.
All right. Like I said, I'm not going to hold a court for it, but if we're going to come back, we ought to be able to find something better.
Oh.
All right, Judge, I just talked to Kyle. He's gonna do what he can because he says it's his scanner. To see if we can get it scanned again for Monday.
Okay.
We might be stuck, but he's gonna try.
Right. And whatever happened to Mr. Cabanas?
We had a plea deal worked out,
Oh,
but
he's here.
I'm here, Judge. Good morning.
All
I
right.
was just waiting on some dates. I conferred with the
That's
state.
fine. I was just looking at all the cases we don't have anything on, but I didn't realize you were still on. So that's
Yes,
great.
Judge. Thank you.
And did Moses Maureen appear?
Yes, sir. He's still on the phone.
All right. And was there anyone else who was late who showed up?
Not on Zoom. I don't know if anyone's in person there.
Okay.
Sir, on Moses Marine, Kyle reset him to 4-6 in chat, so he can be excused, correct?
Yes, if he's here. I mean, if he's, that's happening, yes. 4-6, okay.
Sir, you're excused from court today.
Who's that?
Mr. Marine, your
All right,
attorney
ma'am.
reset your case to
All
April
right,
the
thank you,
6th.
ma'am. To win?
You're welcome.
To win?
April the 6th.
All right, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
I just sent the judgment on Reed to probation. And Judge, may I be excused for just one moment?
Yes.
We received the judgment, Your Honor. We're gonna get a signature and thumbprint on that.
Thank you.
All right, Judge, I'm back if y'all need me.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Renee,
Yes,
hey, did I hear you say y'all aren't doing the PSI fee at all anymore?
we're not charging a PSI fee.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Brad to take it off our paperwork if that sounds good with you.
That's good. Yeah, I had emailed Audrey about that.
Okay, maybe
All right.
he already knows, he just hasn't done it.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks. Jennifer, he is gone, but he 100% wants to do Monday 3/8 on the Atascosa for Gurecki. I just sent him a new copy of the paperwork to see what he can do with his scanner, but I think he might also be bringing the originals.
Thank you.
Of course. Renee.
Yes, ma'am.
Is Robert Reed still there?
He is.
Okay, Stacy noticed a correction that he made in the judgment, and she's sending me a new copy.
Oh, hold on. They told me he just, can you grab him? We're gonna try to stop him. He just left.
Okay, let me know. Thanks.
Allie, we called him. He's turning around and coming back.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll email you shortly.
Thank you.
I lost connection with the jail. They froze and then they disappeared. But I was pretty much done there. Did I get any new appointments for clients I need to talk to right now?
The GO is asking about Mr. Dwayne Black if you need to speak with him. And then TRLA did get a new appointment.
I can speak with Mr. Black briefly. It's going to be a reset because he unfortunately had another attorney appointed back in 2017 on another case. So we want to try and wrap it all up, but I can talk to him about that real quick.
And then on the ads today on
You're the one that
Michael
told me that.
Yeah, no, hey, I can't always remember. Michael Rodriguez on the ads today, you were assigned to that also.
Michael Rodriguez, okay. And is that the only one?
Yes. And Ricky Rivera, sorry, Ricky Rivera. I don't know if you knew about that one, if you were in a breakout room or not. That's the first one on the docket.
Okay. And then the add-on you said? Didn't the add-on have Mr. Barrera on it or no?
It had Jeffrey Martinez, but he has e-filed his motion to withdraw, and that has been done. Judge, I'll be coming to you shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Sounds good.
I'll put the GO.
Okay.
Oh, well, the jail's back also.
Okay. Um,
Ms.
let
Sterling?
me,
Ms. Sterling,
yes.
we lost connection with you. Do you still need him or what?
Mr. Black, let me call you within the next couple days, okay? Because I have like 3 other clients I need to talk to today. So I'll call you. Okay.
This is for May?
Yeah, Mr. May.
Okay.
And if I could talk to Mr. Black really quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna take about a 10-minute break and then I'll be back and we'll see if we have any other pleas or anything else before we wrap up today.
Jennifer?
Yes, ma'am.
I was gonna ask if Michael Rodriguez was in custody, but then I saw he's actually on the county.
Yes, ma'am.
Since it's a first appearance, how long do we have to sign the waiver of arraignment?
322 is when we normally set that, or not normally set that, but we usually give you about 2 weeks from when you're assigned somebody. So the date given out today is 322.
Sorry, this. Okay, 322. And then Ricky Rivera, is he in custody?
I'm not
My
certain.
Kathy, he's at the Garza West unit. He's in TDC.
Oh, okay. He called in today too, right? Or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Could I actually talk to him first? Or is he not there anymore?
I don't see him on any longer.
Okay. That's okay. I can call Garza West and talk to him, and I'll have the MTR and I can go over that with him.
Kathy, if you want to get with Courtney Moore, he has all the contact information of who he needed to talk to set up for Zoom
that would be
today.
great.
So
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
just reach out to him.
And Courtney
Yeah,
gave me
Kathy,
his.
if you want to give me your email, I can get all that information to you.
Okay, perfect. I'll put it in a chat to you.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Nixon?
Yes, sir.
Can you send me the judgment on Reed?
I believe I just sent it to Renee, or you want the one without the fingerprint, Judge?
Yes.
Okay.
And Jennifer, whenever it's convenient for you, if I could get in a room with Michael.
Yes, ma'am, I'll do that now. Mr. Rodriguez, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your attorney so you can speak with her privately.
Ma'am, Miss,
You're muted.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I had talked to the clerk's office on the 25th and told them I was going to be getting my own representation. She told me today that the judge would be asking me if I had a lawyer or not, and I already talked to a lawyer. I'm just waiting to come up with the money. With all this bad weather, I haven't been able to be working out that much. So I had already talked to somebody in the clerk's office, Angelica at the clerk's office, when I was looking for my date in court because they hadn't sent me nothing.
Okay, let me ask the clerk's office and the DA's office, why is Mr. Rodriguez, is this really a first appearance arraignment on a case that's 3.5 years old?
Judge, he was arrested on a warrant. He had a warrant for, I can look it up, but for quite some time.
Okay, and failure to appear warrant?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Rodriguez, you've applied for a court-appointed attorney. You have a court-appointed attorney. If you go out and hire someone and they file an appearance of counsel and become substituted in as your attorney, then they will be your attorney. Until then, the public defender's office is your attorney.
I'll go ahead and put them in a breakout room, sir.
Okay. Okay, I just posted the read judgment to everyone.
Judge, I received the judgment on Reed. Were you going to send the admonishments?
Let me look. I sent those at 9:37 a.m.
Okay, let me check.
I can resend them.
Judge, I believe all we have are the resets on a few of Ms. Starling's cases, that I'm sure she'll post when she's done, and then I think the nice size, that's all I.
Okay, well, let's go and look. Ricky Rivera, we're waiting to hear.
Yes, sir.
Brianna Beasley,
322, the attorney just posted that to me only.
oh, okay. May is
On
PDO.
that day, he wants a motion for bond reduction. I don't know if you'll need to know that.
Yeah, whatever. All right, May and Black are the Public Defender's Office. And then on page 2, 5-3, 322, 4-6, 4-6, final judgment 5-3.
Yes, sir.
And then NISI 4-6, 322, the rest of the page NISI. Page 4, 322, NISI, Public Defender's Office, Sampson's 5-3. I approve
On the
that,
one above, on Natasha,
right?
Rosales, they did, 322 on that one.
Okay. All right. And then Solis and Todd, NISI. Is that correct?
Yes, that's what I have. I don't know if anyone else has something different.
That's also what I have.
And then Tina Gorecki on her 2 cases, 3-8. And Michael Rodriguez is the Public Defender's Office waiting to hear back.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me show you real fast. Okay.
Judge, I did not receive that paperwork on read. I don't see it in the chat.
Okay, I'll resend it in a moment. Let me show this to Jennifer. Okay, Jennifer, can you see my indigent text share screen?
Yes, let me get something to write with on. Yes, sir.
Okay. This has changed mightily since I received administrative privileges. It used to look very different, but just there's different queues. And on the vouchers, I go to voucher review. If it'll allow me. There we are. And there's one here on Mr. Keendaw's for sellers who got wrapped up yesterday. Actions. Go to action. He's just asking for his straight fee, so that's not an issue. I approve it, and it goes away, and I don't have a chance to see it anymore. Now, what I was sent some emails about this morning is, get this back over here. I went in and I found that there's a way that you can run a batch file for vouchers that have been approved but not finalized or not batch filed. And once they run a batch file, I read the instructions as saying that marks it as closed. And I emailed both auditors, the Atascosa and Wilson County auditor, and I just heard back from Tracy Barrera. She says that they have access to that and that they have been, that they run a report about once a week. And I don't know about Wilson County, there's only been, last report was like the 26th of January, something like that. So I don't know if that's something that auditors are supposed to be doing, if Molly was doing it. I know that there's been reports run in both counties since Molly left.
And then once they run that report, it grabs that and allows.
See the emails from me. It generates a comma value list. It also generates a PDF that just has a report, just like that voucher I just looked at, that shows everyone that's being paid.
And then they just process from that?
And then they just process from that. Now, I don't know what's been going on, and what Tracy Barrera said is, yeah, we do that about once a week, and it was done March 1st. So if there's anything, going on there, she said that if there's people who said they haven't been paid, they need to contact her. And I went ahead and ran one today. So yeah, if they hadn't been paid and it's been more than about 2 weeks, they ought to contact her, because it'll take some time because they had to wait for commissioners and stuff. Yes, ma'am.
I'm missing your signature on another one. And this is for sure.
Okay. Who's that?
Jose Rios on the waiver of preservation of evidence. It's missing.
Okay, what day was that?
That was 3/2. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, no,
And
yeah, that's not signed. Okay.
just a little bit. We were there at that show one yesterday, all that dust. I mean,
Oh, yeah. All right, I will email this right to you.
okay, and then Debbie asked me to speak to you about David Marroquin.
All right, hold on, let me,
Do that one.
yeah. Well, let me mute this too. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. So what, we're just waiting for TRLA to come back from conference?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyhow, I don't know what we'll find out on what Wilson County will say. But now I know how to move it forward.
Judge, do you and Judge Ellison see the same information?
I have
So
not.
like, I'm thinking you have to because they don't have the 81st and the 218th differentiated.
Well, yeah, I say no idea. I would expect so, yes.
Judge, I'm running back and forth trying to get some bench warrant signed, so.
Okay. What bench warrant?
I'm sorry, sir, did you ask me something?
No, that's okay.
Judge,
Yes.
Angelica just sent me a message and they can elaborate if they need to, but that on Coronado Balderas that we issued a NISI on, he received notice stating if he was appointed an attorney, he didn't have to appear today. I don't know, District need to elaborate on that for the judge.
So Judge, on the Zoom notices, for the first appearance, they are to file an affidavit or fill out an affidavit of indigence if they want to get an attorney appointed. And if they get an attorney appointed, they don't have to appear in court.
Okay, who's his attorney?
Alfonso Cabanas.
What's the name again?
The defendant's name?
Yes.
Coronado Balderas. He's on the 4th page, the second one.
I do see that, Judge, on
Okay.
225. I missed it, sorry.
Does he have a date?
No, but he should have been reset to the 3/22 date.
All right, let's check on, see if there's any others, but thanks for finding that.
I'm sorry, Judge, can you repeat that?
Well, let's check on the others and make sure we don't have more of those.
Okay.
And thanks for finding that.
Okay. And he was the only one, Judge. I went back and checked.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Jennifer, I have a question, but it might be a question for the clerk.
Yes, ma'am.
With Michael Rodriguez, because the case is so old, did he already file a waiver of arraignment, or is that still something we need to do?
That'd be a question for the clerk, I'm sorry. Angelica, are you able to look that up for her?
Judge, is it okay for the bailiff to call the nice size?
Yes, that's great.
Thank you.
Were you able to look into Ms. Starling's inquiry? Angelica? Can the district clerk's office hear us?
Sorry, I stepped away from my desk. I didn't hear you.
Ms. Starling was asking a question on Michael Rodriguez, if you could confirm that an arraignment, waiver of arraignment hadn't been filed or he hasn't been arraigned. She just wanted to double check that.
Okay, let me check his case.
And does anyone know who Argentina Marmolejo works for?
TRLA?
Yeah, we call her Archie, but
Okay, if you would ask Archie to make sure she puts the court number in when she enters people in text share, because if it doesn't show that it is in the district court, then I can't do certain things like appoint y'all to be the attorney.
okay.
Michael Rodriguez has a waiver of arraignment on file. It was filed September 26, 2017.
Okay, then I am going to put all my dates and cases in the chat for the resets.
Thank you.
Okay, so is that everything?
I just put all my resets in the chat, Judge. I still haven't received the indictment on Natasha, but I filled out the waiver, and so as soon as I get the indictment and can go over that with her, I'll get that filed. But I don't need that filed until 3/22.
Kathy, I sent it to you through Discovery.
Oh, I'll get them to send it to me. I don't have access to that email.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
No, you know, that
Kathy,
might be what the clerk had done too, because I was like, I just kept on refreshing.
I sent you my email. If you can just request it on my email. Sorry, I have so much going on. I couldn't get to it right now.
Oh, no, you're okay. If you don't, if you just email me, Michael Rodriguez's when you get a chance, then he already has the waiver on file, but I'd still like a copy.
I'm not sure if I have your email.
Oh, I'll put it in the chat for you.
Can you just request it so I can remember? Because I'm not going to remember which
Oh,
one.
like via e-file? Okay,
Yes.
yeah, I can do that.
Well, on my email. Not e-file.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can do that.
Judge, someone just joined us with a phone number ending in 068.
Okay. Who just joined?
That's gonna be Michael Rodriguez. I didn't know what would happen when I left him in the breakout room since he's
Okay.
on the phone number. So I told him if it kicked him out to call back. And Michael, your reset date is May 3rd. And I don't think he'll be seeking another counsel, Judge. I think he's gonna stick with us.
All right, sounds good. Yes?
Oh, I was just saying, okay.
Okay, all right. So you're excused until May the 3rd or whatever date your attorney gave you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay, is that everything?
Yes, sir.
All right. See you Monday. Thank you for doing that, Judge.